Hello everybody, welcome to runout.tv. Today I am playing online. It's a race to 5 racks and my opponent is a very, very good player called Wolfpack. Now this guy is no slouch, as you're about to see. I've got a pretty good record against him, but this guy really knows what he's doing and plays a lot more than me, so I think I'm probably the underdog in this game. I'm not being modest. I better turn my phone off, I don't want to get interrupted. Turn it on to silent. I'm sure nobody will bother me for the next half an hour. Wolfpack's first time on runout.tv. I'm sure it won't be his last. He doesn't play the fastest so this could take a while. I have to put a shot clock at like 10 seconds on him. We've had some fun games in the past where we've played 5-second shot clock and stuff, and it's a bit crazy because it takes about 2 seconds to get you lined up for the shot. So it gets a bit mad. But Wolfpack definitely knows where the pocket is, and it'll be a tough game. But I always post most games when I win, most games when I lose. Now this could be a mistake. Oh, he got a hit on that pink. He nearly found himself behind the 9. Just had to be a little bit careful there. This shot here, it might use the 8 to... Oh, now that was very precise. I'm not sure whether he's made a slight meal of this one. Sometimes I find that when I play slower, it kind of makes me think too much, and I start trying to be too fancy. You might be able to just spin this in, maybe, or you might see him play a safety. Or he might just do the double, of course. But unfortunately for him, he's knocked the brown safe. That's a bit unlucky, but there's actually another double on here, so he's certainly good enough to get this. We'll see whether he gets this 7 in. Got to watch where the white could end up on the side cushion though, so he's got to think a little bit about it. Oh, very unlucky, very unlucky. So that gives me a good chance to get the opening rack on the board. I think I made a meal of this. Oops. Oops. Right, that's not good. Terrible start. Phew. 1-0. So he says good shot. So thank you, sir. Definitely gave us that one. So Wolfpack does have a tendency to do that sometimes. I've noticed against when me and him are playing. Like I say, not a bad player at all. Very, very good. Where's that red going? That's going to be awkward. That's very awkward. So might try and open it actually. If I'm being really fancy. This is like me being at my most fanciest. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Even worse. Help! Oh, bummer. Okay, so that didn't work. Not quite sure what I was trying to achieve there. Probably should have just dealt with that problem when I got to it. Very, very tricky actually. The natural pocket would be to land where the 7 is. Put the red in the side pocket, was blocked by the green. If I'd have hit it, I'd have probably just knocked it towards the 7. So, just put that LOL. Was quite funny. Didn't expect going in off. It's amazing how often you can do that shot if you play yourself, if you're a good player, and put a bit of side on when you play those like half ball cuts. Oh, it's a good shot. Oh, it's brilliant. Again, it's just knocked the 5, but you know, if he just rolls this into the top corner and uses the 9 as a stopper, that's a pretty good way of playing. Hello to J Money. He's just entered the room. See if he sticks around. And I think he's just left himself. Has he gone too far? I think he might just be alright here. Let's just have a cheeky look. Oh dear. No, he's not. He's not alright. We'll have to see whether we can rescue this one. Probably a good jump shot. He's actually a very good player, so I rule nothing out of Wolfpack. He's good. And that looks high. Has he just double bounced that, the scumbag? That was amazing. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. That was a great shot. He actually deliberately played the bounce. Like, they deliberately played the double bounce. That was sick. Oh, he can't pot it. That's a bit weird. So he's had to work for this one, but has done very well. Played 2 excellent shots there. That a lot of, against a lot of players that might have won this rack, but he's done very well. Nice run there from Wolfpack. Brings it back to 1-1. And he has the break in rack number 3. I always think the rack looks a little bit tilted. Do you think that? Or am I just seeing things? It looks like it's wonky to the, from the right, left to the right a little bit. That's a really good break. Look where that orange went. Might just still have a line on it though. J Money's gone. Thank you for passing by, sir. Now he has knocked the 4 into a very tough spot, but if you look where the 3 is, he just has to roll it behind it a little bit to the right of where the white is now, so he should be fine. That's a lovely shot, but he's sort of overhit it slightly. But that's okay. He's going to probably roll into it here. Shouldn't be a major problem. You prefer that 5 not to be there, so he could shoot the pink in this bottom left hand corner, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I think he'll probably just well, that hasn't come off very well. In fact, it very nearly went in off. The cut is on though. Whoops. Just hit it. Not really obvious what I do here. Probably go for the pop, but try not to go in off. I could end up snookered. There's a lot of things could go wrong here. That's a good shot. Now I need to just scoot back. Ah, no way. That was horrible. That was a rusty shot there. I haven't been on much recently. That was bloody awful. Should never have missed that shot in a million years. Should have won this rack. That's a bad miss against a player as good as Wolfpack, definitely. Well, that he didn't expect that, and it's a good job that 6 was there, but it should still be okay. Again, me and Wolfpack will both be expecting to pop most of the balls. A gift like what I've just given him is unlike me. But happens. Can't win them all. For example, it can happen to everybody, and it's happened to Wolfpack right there, which is very uncharacteristic. For us both to do that in a rack is very, very odd. So I need to make sure I take full advantage of this. It does knock your confidence when you miss a bad one like that. You just do feel very, on edge. There we go. So I managed to pot the last 2 balls after a very uncharacteristic mistake from Wolfpack, and I want to see a ball go. The 6 should go, and look where the 1's gone. Probably just going to try and play safe here. Fancied that better than I fancied the push, just to put it safe on the cushion. Must apologise. I've got a habit of leaning into the monitor, so if I'm speaking really loudly, I apologise. I've got a good microphone, pro sound, good stuff. I've left the double on here. Whether or not he's feeling confident enough to get it. No, he doesn't fancy it. But he's actually overcooked it. I think I would have gone for that just purely because if you miss, it's pretty bad. In saying that, I might. There's not. You know, I was just worried, and that's what put me off that shot. I was just a bit concerned about going in off the 5 into the corner, which I don't think was actually even on, but I had that concern, and I wasn't really looking at the pot. I'm not actually sure what I was trying to play safe there, believe it or not, but I made a real mess of it, and I've pretty much gifted this rack to Wolfpack, which is pretty poor, really. I'm not happy with that. Now, me and Wolfpack, our games seem to follow a very similar trend. He starts off playing very, very slowly, and that doesn't really work. Both of us are more speed players, and then he speeds right up, and generally does a lot better when he speeds up. So it seems to be heading that way now. He's, pool's not a hard game. It's one of those. Now, where's that white going? Oh, it stopped. I didn't think it'd going off, but I was just worried about the jaw maybe getting in his way, which would have been very, very unlucky. But he's fine. So for 2-2 then. Wolfpack slots the 9 in. And we're back on serve. 2-2. Nothing separating us in the first 4 racks. The pink ball's going, and as he tends to do quite a lot, he gets a good break. There has been a few games where I've just barely got a touch against him because he just breaks that well and just runs out. So I might not get a shot in this rack either, by the looks of it. That's going to hit the 9. But he should be okay. Makes the 5 something to think about just a little bit. And a bad miss there from Wolfpack. He's made a few of them. I'm not sure whether this is ever down to who he's playing. He sometimes seems to change the way he plays based on his opponent, which I'm not sure is a good idea. Anyway, we're going to go for this combo because I think so. Basically, we want to hit across there, so that's cool. So we're 3-2 up. Got 2 balls in, but again nothing doing on the 1 ball. But I'm going to probably double this or treble this. Let's just so that's a good shot. Now we're in. Could have done with a bit more. Oh, wasn't a good shot. So now it would be a disappointment, and that's not a good shot because I'm hampered myself on the black here. So I need to just be a little bit careful here with this 7. Now it would be unexpected if I was to make a mistake. Now I have managed to just slightly make it hard for myself, but it's worked out okay, and I take a 4-2 lead, so we're break and run, timely break and run, which will have hurt him. So he missed that ball and I quickly ran 2 racks, and now he's not the favourite now. You know, he's still good enough, well good enough to win. And there's any balls going down, there is probably 1 ball. Geiger's online. What a great guy he is. He sounds just like Bender out of the Simpsons thing, but the futuristic one, forgetting the name. So again, Wolfpack doesn't do what he's comfortable doing. He's not a safety player. So that, I think, is a mistake, and it's the obvious thing to do when a player is under the cosh a little bit, is to play a safety that you might not even want to play. Now this shot's tricky. This is really hard to judge, this one. I think a bit more. If that goes in, no. Missed it. It was probably the game there if I could have worked it out, but that's where my aiming starts to struggle a little bit on those types of shots. I used to just be able to line them up and be pretty confident they were going to go in. But these days they kind of don't these days. Where's the white? Good shot. He avoided the middle pocket. It's always the easiest thing to do in the world to go in off there. It's amazing how often you could do that. If you had to do it, you'd probably miss. If you actually aimed for it, you'd probably miss. But I went through a phase where I thought if I went for it, I'd miss it, and I played it in a match where I went for the in-off thinking I'd get it wrong, and it went straight in. So I just gave up on that idea. It feels a lot worse to aim for it and go in than it does to not aim for it and it to drop in. That was a nice shot there, and Wolfpack looks good for it to get him back to 4-3. Hope you guys can't hear my washing machine's making lots of noise, washing all my clothes, which I'll be hanging out in the next hour or so. Probably once I've rendered this video. Win or lose, it's going up. Oh, Wolfpack! What are you doing, son? That was unexpected. That was very, very unexpected. So I need to take full advantage, and I hate these, to be honest. And there we go. So I win 5-2. Very unexpected, guys, but good game, Wolfpack. Unlucky.